Alright, if you are already building with ESP32, the Wi-Fi works, your code runs, then why to think about another controller, especially a STM32? Because not every product need Wi-Fi or wireless. And once you are picking a chip for volume, this STM32 runs inside industrial and automotive gears, not your ESP32. There are three main reasons I chose STM32 over other controllers. I'll come to that later. Everyone believes STM32 needs STM Cube IDE for programming. Well, that is not true. You can code it using your same Arduino IDE, which you used for ESP32. So, is this STM32 Nucleo board actually Arduino compatible? 13 years of doing hardware design taught me this distinction early. Arduino compatible printed on the box and an actual Arduino board are two different things. The header shape is compatible, but the toolchain is not the same. STM32 boards runs through a separate core called STM32 Duino. ST contributes to it, but it is community maintained, not the official Arduino ecosystem. By just plugging in the STM32 board, it will not appear in the Arduino IDE. There are some steps to be followed. Let me walk you through that. First, add the board index URL in the file preferences. The link is in the description. This tells the Arduino IDE where to find the STM32 package. Next, on the board manager, search STM32. Install the package published by ST Microelectronics. Now plug your STM32 Nucleo board. Remember, no external programmer is needed. ST-Link is already built into the board. Now go to Tools, Board, select Nucleo 64. Then Tools, Board Part Number, select Nucleo G070RB. If you are using a different STM32, you can select that part number. Before you hit the upload button, there is one more thing to do. So we need to install STM32 Cube Programmer. This is necessary to get all STM32 related drivers and packages into your PC. Go to this page, the link is given in the description. You can download it as a guest by giving your mail ID. Then install it. Once it is installed, I would recommend to reboot your PC. Then Tools, Upload Methods to SWD. After that, go to Tools, select the port, then select this particular one. Hit the upload button. The sample code is available in the Git. Link is in the description. Once the flashing is completed, you can open the serial port and set the baud rate to 115200. Now hit the reboot button. Check the debug print. You can see the board is booted. Now press the user switch and watch the LD for LED. Also you can check the debug print. Congratulations, you successfully interfaced your STM32 to Arduino IDE. Here are the three reasons I chose STM32 over other controllers. First reason, there is one family and one toolchain. Even from Cortex M0 Plus to M7, ST needs only one toolchain to do your coding. Second, the CubeMX do the heavy lifting for you. A graphical clock generator and peripheral configurator tool, which generates the reliable and working codes for you. Third one, a well-written documentation that is something built for a real debugger. If you are about to plug in your first STM32 board and expecting the same one-click experience as like ESP32, save this video. The fix is in the code. It is knowing which toolchain you are actually running. Links for the firmware and board URL and other details are available in the description below. If you want to know how to control your ESP32 from Alexa, watch this video. If you like the video, please give us a thumbs up, leave a comment and consider subscribing the channel.